right, we got a good one for you guys today. We went and tested some 115 training ammo, just trying to see the results. 4 popular training ammo rounds that are out there available for everybody. I tried out some MagTech, some Blazer, Ammo Incorporated, and I know I'm probably killing this name, but it's Fucci, something, I don't know, whatever. But 4 of the more popular training rounds, right? Brass casings, 115 grain. Just kind of wanted to see what the results would be, which would probably be, best to, train with if there was any kind of significant difference, which I was a little bit surprised by the results. But just wanted to showcase the two guns that I was using for the testing. One is the GX4 Carry. It is bone stock, no modifications, whatever. So I was shooting irons on this, and then I also, for the same purpose of the test, I used my Macro comp. As you can see, the Macro comp has the M-Carbo short stroke trigger. It has the upgraded spring kit from them as well, and then the Hollow Sun 507K. So it's not really a video of which one shoots best. I mean, technically, I would hope this Macro comp shoots better with the upgrades, and of course with the optic, that helps a lot. So it's not that kind of video. I just wanted to see the results of these 4 training rounds with 2 different pistols to see if we got different results. So I had a great day at the range, some good info kind of came out of that. May lead me to maybe train with 1 or 2 specific brands versus the 4 that I would kind of move around from. So hopefully this will help somebody for the same, and maybe just inquiring or just wanted to know what's a better training round. So hopefully you guys get some knowledge out of it, and we'll go ahead and cut to the range video now so you guys can go ahead and see that, and then at the end we'll kind of go over the comparison of both. All right, so we're starting with the MagTech. It's pretty popular. They're always doing online sales. Most ranges carry them, most stores. It's shot pretty soft, nothing to bother me with the kickback or recoil or anything like that. So it was kind of in between, as you guys will see the results at the end there. So here's the results of the 10-shot group. It's almost like 2 separate groupings there, but pretty tight overall. And like I said, the recoil was just kind of in the middle, but pretty accurate. Now the Blazer. All right, so this next one is the Blazer, which is obviously very popular, always involved in sales as well. It's the one that I use the most. And I can see why after these results. It's really soft shooting. The softest of the 4, as you guys will see. So here are the results after the 10-shot group with the Blazer. Not super tight, but overall not bad at all, especially how soft it was shooting. All right, after the first 2 rounds of MagTech and the Blazer, you can see the MagTech, even though it's separated like 2 groups, were a lot tighter than the Blazer. But again, the Blazer is still not bad. All right, now jumping from the Blazer to the Ammo Incorporated, I definitely felt that kickback. That snappiness was just more obvious with the Ammo Incorporated. And after the 10 shots with the Ammo Inc., you can definitely see a much tighter, more accurate grouping there. I was really, really shocked by that. And then so now for the last one was the Fuji fungus, whatever. Felt just as hard as the Ammo Inc., but as you can see, the results were definitely not the same. So here you can see closer to a 3-inch group, but it's kind of spread out. But again, not too bad, but for the snappiness and not being super accurate, came in last for me. All right, so here are the results. The 4 rounds, you can see the MagTech had those 2 tighter groups. That one I pushed down. Blazer on target, just a little bit more spread. The Ammo Ink was the tightest and more on target, but again, the snappiest. Fiona, again, just kind of really all over the place, but still on target, right? I mean, I can still kind of get close to it. So not bad. All right, now we're going to do the same test with the macro comp and see how those results come out. Push down. So definitely in between again, just like it felt with the GX4 carry. But as you can see, a lot more accurate as expected. Again with the macro comp with the hollow sun and a better trigger and spring kit. And now we're switching to the Blazer, and immediately from the MagTech to the Blazer, I can feel that drop in snappiness. So Blazer again is just the softest shooting round. And here with the Blazer, the macro comp still kind of spread, but a little bit tighter than with the GX4 carry. Again, I'm sure the hollow sun helped out with that. Going with Ammo Ink. All right, now we're doing the Ammo Ink, which proved to be the tighter grouping, more accurate with the GX4 carry. So wanted to see if we were going to get the same result with the macro comp. All right, and kind of surprised here, but the Ammo Ink again with the tighter, more accurate groupings, just like with the GX4 carry. Just the most snappy though, but definitely accurate. Let's go with the range dynamics. Fuji. All right, and last but not least, Fuji. Again, just as snappy as the Ammo Ink. With the GX4 carry, I don't want to say all over the place, but it was just a bigger group, kind of spread out. So we're going to see what it does with the macro comp. So here are the results, and even though it's a tighter, more accurate than the GX4 carry, still kind of that same spread going up. So that Fuji's still a little bit wider groups. All right, so here are the results with the macro comp. You can see that Ammo Ink was just almost dead on, really, really tight. That Fuji again with the wider spread. Almost kind of like the Blazer. The Blazer was, I guess, maybe the soft shooting kind of spread. But for the kick for the Fuji, I'd rather go with the Blazer than that. And you can see the MagTech was really, really accurate. Blazer was not too bad, but again, Blazer was the softest shooting. All right, so everybody saw the results. I was able to see how each pistol performed with these 4 types of rounds. Just real quick to wrap it up, my final thoughts on this. Let's talk about the macro comp first. As far as the felt recoil or the kickback, I did feel a difference between the, I would say maybe 2-3 of them. I would say the softest shooting round was the Blazer. And then the MagTech. Not a big jump, but you could definitely tell the Blazer was softer than the MagTech. And then the Ammo Incorporated and Fiona, whatever, were both pretty hard and snappy. Nothing you can't control. You know, experienced shooter, I'm sure probably, it doesn't make a difference. I think it made a little bit of a difference with me, but I could definitely feel and hear the Ammo Incorporated and the Fuji whatever were a little bit stronger than, definitely stronger than the Blazer. That was a significant difference. But in between the MagTech jumping to the Ammo Incorporated and the Fuji that's where you can barely notice it. As far as the accuracy or groupings, I did get the best groupings from the Ammo Incorporated. I think on that you can see that it's probably like just shy of a 2-inch group for most of those shots. So the Ammo Incorporated was a lot tighter. And then the MagTech had somewhat of like a 2-inch group, and then the Blazer was like 2 1/4, maybe 2-inch, 2 1/4 inch. So not bad at all. And then followed by the Fiji was maybe about 2.5, 2 1/4 to 2.5. But overall, I mean, if my life depended on it, if I was using those kind of rounds. I know some people like to use those training rounds all, you know, through all their through carry or whatever. But if I had to use them for accuracy or anything like that, I mean, all 4 of them were pretty decent. But as far as, again, just felt recoil, the Blazer was the softest. Most accurate for me was the ammo incorporated with the macro. And then on the GX4, it actually was identical, which is kind of what I was looking for, right? Because even though this is kind of modded and with the optic and this was shooting irons, the GX4, the Blazer was still the softest. And then the ammo incorporated in the Fiona was just, like, you can tell there was a big difference. You can feel that kick or that recoil with those. And then the MagTech was kind of right behind the Blazer, right in between. But as far as the groupings, as you guys saw, the ammo incorporated was a little bit tighter with like a 2-inch group. And then the MagTech with about a 2, 2.25, and the Blazer like 2.25 to 2.5. And then the Fucci was closer to 3 inches, so a little bit more spread, but still pretty much on target. Not bad within 3 inches at 7 yards in any self-defense situation. It should be fine if we're using these kind of rounds. I know some people just don't use you know, self-defense rounds or hollow tips or anything like that, or just for training. Those are the results. So if you think you would need something a little softer shooting or something tighter, hopefully this helped out. But I appreciate you guys, and I welcome any feedback.